03, Jessup Premium Storage.
The cool, clean, and safe.
And good morning. You're listening to the Big Dial, WIFO-FM in Jessup, 105.5 on your FM dial. Good morning, Butch here with you. Monday morning, 18th day of April, at 2 minutes after 8 o'clock. Currently here in southeast Georgia, we have 45 degrees, looking for a high today near 79. Just a beautiful sunny spring day here in southeast Georgia. Sunny today, high near 79. Sunny tomorrow, high near 83. The autumn harbor level is 10.8 feet and falling. It is now time for the world famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear, Jessup Premium Storage out on the Waycross Highway, and also brought to you by Parker Insurance and Realty, located on Macon Street in downtown Jessup across from the Heritage Bank. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning.
What's up?
Not much.
We want to let folks know that it is the morning. I know that that Jonathan just said a few moments ago. Coming up this afternoon, in just a few moments, we'll have the world famous Butch and Bob Show. But a lot of times, our brains think one thing and our tongues say another. I do that all the time on the radio. But it is still morning. It's not afternoon. But I do that all the time myself. Someone will call and say, "Hey, Butch, it's not 8:45. I mean, it's not 9:45. It's 8:45. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much for reminding me. Yeah, so, yeah. We have to have our listeners kind of keep us in place there, you know. Sometimes we do make mistakes. Our brain's just going away and our tongue's saying something else. Or vice versa. Just one of the two. It happens all the time, Bob.
Happens all the time.
Happens all the time. Well, good news for the Braves this weekend. After going 0-9, they won 3 in a row, and they have an off day, and then they take on who?
I think the Dodgers come in.
The Dodgers come into town.
The Dodgers come in Tuesday through Thursday, then the Mets come in over the weekend, and a week from today, the Boston Red Sox come in for interleague play. So,
that's right, yeah.
So that's a long homestand for the Braves. So
yeah.
Hope they can win at home. They haven't won at home yet, and they lost the first couple of games to the Nationals, and they lost 3 in a row to St. Louis at home. So they're 0-5 at home. So, but they did win 3 in a row over the weekend, swept Miami at Miami. So that's good news. So hopefully they're starting to play a little bit better, you know, competitive anyway. But see how it plays out.
Well, maybe that motivational speech that Howard Washington here from Jessup and Wayne County, former Navy SEAL, who has what's it called, the chiropractic place here in town. He's Dr. Washington, and also he was a former Navy SEAL, and of course he went up there a few days ago and did a big motivational speech to the team right there in the locker room. And of course he does that as his night job in a sense. Absolute precision chiropractic he has up there on South First Street, but. He went up there and did a big motivational speech, so maybe that helped him a little bit, you know. Boy from Scriven, Georgia, you know. Next thing you know, boom, he's one of the world's best Navy SEALs and best sharpshooters, and serves his country well, and comes back home and becomes a doctor, and now also a motivational speaker. So he does well. Remember when we had Howard Watson on here when we first got out of the Navy SEALs, and he came here to the radio station, and it's back, I had many years ago, because we're still in the old building, and he talked about being on that mission to go take out Osama bin Laden, and they were getting close, wherever it may be. It was classified of where the target was, and then at the last minute, President Clinton at the time said, "Turn around, boys. We don't want you to do it." Remember when he talked about all that?
I remember.
I wish we'd have had that Butch and Bob Show recording. That was we've had some really, really good moments on the Butch and Bob Show. We've had some really good moments, but that was a really good moment. I mean, we went practically an hour that day with the Butch and Bob Show when Howard Washington first got back from serving his country in the Navy SEALs and was back home. He came with the Butch and Bob Show, and then since then he went off and got his doctorate degree in chiropractic, opened up his practice here in town, and then wrote the book. And that came out about the time that the Navy SEALs took out Osama bin Laden, and he became a very well-known national speaker. But he did speak to the Braves several days ago, so hopefully that helped him a little bit, inspired them, and got the idea that they can do it. And they did this weekend. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Let's hope.
Because we got the Dodgers coming to town. Dodgers got all kinds of talent, don't they?
Dodgers are a pretty good baseball team. So the Braves just, they keep talking about they're going to be better when they get a new stadium. So we'll see. But it's nice to see them win 3 games in a row. Disappointed the weekend. I said he got word that Dustin. I saw Dustin pitch against the Braves in the 9th. And Saturday's game went 1, 2, 3. But after that, he got released. So he's out there on waivers right now. Hopefully somebody picks him up. So hopefully somebody pick him up the next couple of days. But they said he was kind of shocked. Thought everything was going well. But the Marlins made the team, but they released him. They put him on waivers, I think, Sunday. So
after he did well, played against the Braves, huh?
He pitched the 9th inning, went 1, 2, and 3, got 3 little dribblers right back to the mound. So I don't know.
And they still released him. Turkeys.
See how it plays out. I'm sure he'll land somewhere.
Yeah. Someone just said the Sox are next week. That's right. They're next Monday and Tuesday, as you said. Monday week. Red Sox.
Yeah, Red Sox.
Yeah, Red Sox, as we said, were next Monday and Tuesday. They have off today, and then the Dodgers come into town. And then the Mets come into town, who a lot of people are predicting to win the same division that the Braves are in. And then the Red Sox come in a week from today for 2 games. And then I think we go there for 2 games right after that, don't we? Isn't that the way it works? Yep, 2 games here, and then we fly up to Boston and play 2 games there. And then on to take on the Cubbies the following weekend.
They're playing well also. So a lot of good baseball teams out there. It's going to be fun how it plays out. The playoffs get underway for the NBA and the hockey. Those are underway. Hawks are up 1 game to none over the Celtics. So I think they play game 2 today. So the NBA playoffs underway.
Okay.
Not many competitive games over the weekend. I think the closest to the Hawks game was close. In yesterday's game, there's only 1 close game out of 4. That was the Cleveland Cavaliers close game. And I can't remember who they played, but anyway.
Whoever it was.
Who did they beat?
I don't know, Bob.
They had a close game. They won by 2 points. But
I was watching NASCAR yesterday.
I was flipping the channels watching. Went to see that movie, Criminal, yesterday. That was good. Kevin Costner.
I understand it flopped, but it was a good movie.
I don't know why it flopped. It's an excellent action-packed movie. It flopped because everyone see Jungle Book. I saw that.
Jungle Book did real good. But you figured that'd be 2 different audiences, though.
Yeah, that was good, too. Saw that this weekend at the drive-in, so it was a good movie. I like the Jungle Book.
Jungle Book was good.
The Criminal was excellent.
Criminal was excellent.
Yeah, I don't know why it flopped. It's an excellent movie.
It's just, you just didn't know what kind of movie the buzz they're going to get and talk about it,
I thoroughly enjoyed it. So that's good. I highly recommend it. If you want an action fact, if you like the Jason Bourne movies, like that. This is pretty good.
All right, The Criminal. Okay.
Yeah.
Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner.
Okay.
Plays a good character.
He does. Good guy, bad guy. Gray area.
It's just an interesting twist.
Okay.
The way they do it.
I know that it's just interesting these days. It used to be black and white. Now is sometimes the good guys are a little bit on the edgy inside, and the bad guys have got some sort of noble cause or something like that. So it's a lot of gray area these days when it comes to the good guys and bad guys are a lot of times.
That's a good movie.
Good movie. Okay. All right. 2 thumbs up for Bob for The Criminal.
For The Criminal. It's excellent.
And the Jungle Book, too.
The Jungle Book's good.
Yeah. Remember the Jungle Book when I was growing up? Yes, sir. Eons ago. Had that album. An album, folks, for all you young folks out there, that's this big thing that looks made out of vinyl, and you put a little needle on it, goes around and around. That's what they call an album. A record was something that was smaller, that went at 45, a little faster, but it was just one single on one side and a single on another side.
Now, speaking of records, 93,000 Nationals, that was pretty impressive to watch.
93,000?
More than that. They said the place was packed.
Well, it did look packed on TV.
Yeah, it did. It was packed.
All right, whatever you say, Bob. They must have been going to get something to eat then. Where did I look?
Where did you see empty seats?
I saw empty seats. I did. Up there in that 3rd level, as I said, there's going to be empty seats up there.
I didn't see any empty seats.
I did.
When they first came on, I watched the game. It was
they were popping around. I don't know, but it was interesting to see. Grayson was a low man on the totem pole, though. That's the problem. In terms of the number of passes and the stats and all that kind of stuff.
Threw a touchdown. He didn't give him the credit for the touchdown pass. The first touchdown pass he threw in the corner was a touchdown. They don't have instant replay in spring games, but the guy's foot was in. That's a touchdown.
That's a touchdown. He did throw a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, he got robbed.
He got robbed.
It's a beautiful fade pass, 30 yards in the corner of the end zone. The guy's foot's in. Official says he's out. They don't have instant replay, so he didn't get credit for a touchdown, but he had a good touchdown.
Well, it will be interesting to see how the quarterbacks do when they have actual real rush against them, and not folks that are easing up on them and not doing that. I mean, that makes a big difference, and that'll separate the cream from the crop right there when you can make those quick passes, quick decisions when you've got somebody coming in on you full blast.
Just got a text from somebody said the place was packed, 93,000 plus. So
okay.
it wasn't
Well, like I said, they must have been going to get them a Coke or a soft drink or a sandwich or something when I looked up there in that third level.
I watched it from the get-go. I mean, the place was rocking. I mean,
it was nice. It was packed, yeah, except for that third. I saw some empty seats in the third level up there. Like I said, it could have been stragglers, or they could have gone to get something else to eat,
Everybody I talked to said it was overflowing, said it was just hard to even get a seat. So anyway,
okay.
I was just glad. I was shocked. I mean, like I said, the biggest crowd they've ever had for a GD game was 43,000 people. So when he asked for 93,000, I just didn't think there would be that many people. But it just shows the great enthusiasm, the excitement that's building for this upcoming season. So, but to get 93,000 plus up there, it's just an amazing thing. So we'll see how it plays out. But I was more concerned with the offensive line play. They don't really run the ball well, but they interviewed Kirby in the third quarter, and he said he just wanted to throw it around a lot just to see how the quarterbacks work in the huddle, things like that. But the running game wasn't that productive. Offensive line still work in progress defensively. Just what I did see is a lot of talent out there. That new tight end they got was very talented. A lot of the new players that got in there early were very talented. So it's going to be.
Someone just texted Crowder was very impressive. 6'3", 241 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, there was just a lot of talent on that field. So it'll be fun to see how it all shapes out. But like I said, they got a whole summer workout. He talked about it, want to get it bigger, faster, stronger. So a lot of work to do, but a lot of excitement building for this upcoming season.
Yep, lots of excitement. But as I mentioned just a second ago, quarterbacks, when they don't have very much experience, can get there and they can throw around because they got the talent. There's no doubt they got the talent. But can you do it when you've got 300 pounders crushing in on you, and everything's moving at 10 times the pace? And I think that's where Lambert's experience is going to come in to be the starting quarterback.
You really can't tell much of a spring game. Like I said, Stinchcomb said it best. You don't go by spring games. You can't do it. You don't make a decision on who your starting quarterback is in the spring scrimmage. That's for sure. So.
And do you give certain situations, certain quarterbacks, to give them more confidence? Do they have plays, they have certain things done to give the freshman more confidence, But there's no doubt about, to me, who has the best talent. That's Grayson Lambert, and the experience.
A lot of pressure to play the freshman, so we'll see how it plays out. I said the fans went crazy when he came on the field. He didn't disappoint. He threw some nice passes, but Stinchcomb said it best. He is the future, but when do you get him in? That's the question. When do you start this kid? You don't want to throw him into the wolves right off the bat and ruin his confidence. So it'll be interesting how Kirby plays it throughout the season. But Ramsey played pretty good yesterday too. They're trying to get him in the mix. So I said it's way up in the air. No decision to be made until after the summer workouts and before. He may not. The way they do in Alabama, they don't make the announcement until game time. So
practically,
we may not know anything until game time. But
you don't want to give the defense on the other side your first game to say, well, we're going to focus in on this quarterback. That way, they got to focus on three.
The best news I saw was Nick Chubb said that he's way ahead of schedule. So
good.
Like I said, they didn't let him play, but they said he did running drills without a knee brace, and he's way ahead of schedule. So that's what they need. That's when the season dismantled last year when he got hurt in that Tennessee game. But it'd be nice to have a healthy Nick Chubb the entire season.
Got to have a running game. Just got to have it.
If we get him back on the field, he's productive like he was last year.
What about the kicking game? Concerns there?
Very concerned. I mean, I don't know if they made a field goal. I mean, I think they tried 3 and missed them all. That's what I saw. I mean, it's just the kicking game.
It's just you put it on the field, you kick it in the air, it goes through. Yeah.
The kicking game wasn't very good. Punting looked pretty good. The youngster they got there punted well. Yeah. So, but I'm sure they can work on that. Field goal kickers are this, but they lined up. I mean, they weren't even rushing the kickers, but I think they missed 3 that I saw.
Not even rushing. They still missed 3. Jeez,
that wasn't good. But they didn't even talk much about the kicking game afterwards. Okay. I don't think he's too concerned. So But he was more concerned about the offensive line. You know, the offensive line is a work in progress. A lot of people compete. He says you got 2 people at each position, so there's just a lot of competition going on with the offensive line. So, but the receiving corps looked pretty good. Some of those young receivers that came on campus looked awfully talented. So, should be a good season. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, they got about 4 more months to get everything locked into place and see who the starters going to be.
It was interesting that they had during the spring game, they put up a survey of, you know, the projection who's supposed to win the SEC. LSU's was like at 39%.
I know, I couldn't believe that.
Georgia was like at 11%. Alabama was like at 15%. So I was just shocked to see that you know, overwhelming LSU's supposed to win the SEC this year.
And they were trying to get rid of their coach last year, which fell apart on them. And they're expected to win this year.
The Mad Hatter's back.
We'll see. We'll see. And Alabama not getting much respect.
They'll be fine.
I know they'll be fine, but I'm just talking about they're not getting much respect. It amazes me.
It'll be fun to watch. And I said it'd be interesting when they had the SEC Media Day, who they did, you know, most people projected Tennessee to be the team in the East. So they're going to be the odds-on favorite to win the East. So they've got a lot of people coming back from last year's team. So it'll be fun to watch. It always is SEC football. So, but it'll be here. It'll be here before you know it.
Well, SEC Media Day is going to miss the old ball coach, Steve Spurrier. No one's going to probably give the kind of lines that he did, one-liners to the press out there as he did in the past. So has he been on the radar anywhere? Is he doing anything?
Saw him playing golf somewhere.
Oh, of course he's playing golf. We know that.
That's all he wants to do is play golf. That's why he retired.
He retired because he didn't want to go out with a losing season, Bob. He tucked it in and ran.
I said that book's supposed to come out. Somebody was writing a book about him. I don't know when it's coming out, but that'll be interesting to read. So I'm sure the ball coach is doing fine.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he's doing fine. Got plenty of money. I just didn't know if he was doing any media stuff, commentary somewhere or anything of that sort. I didn't know. I mean, he came on a lot afterwards when he came to the game day up in Michigan. Remember that? And he came on there and he explained the reasons why. That he knew that the team was not going in the right direction. The program was going not in the right direction. So the best thing for him to just get out, let them put somebody in there that'll build a future. And
I'm sure if he wants to do TV, he can do TV. I don't know if that's what he wants to do.
Yeah, but I just want to play golf and hang out with family.
But if he wants to do it, I'm sure a network's going to make a
spot for him. Right? You never know what the man's going to say.
He's entertaining, that's for sure.
Yeah. Okay. So all that's going on right there, and let's see here. Wayne County's taking on Appleton County. Where today in varsity baseball action?
Baxley. Go to Baxley.
Over in Baxley.
Yep, 6 o'clock. We played them earlier here and played them. I say one down the regular season. All the region games have been played, so Wayne County finishes second in the region behind Thompson. Thompson beat Burke in a doubleheader, so Thompson's 1, Wayne's 2, Burke's 3, and Liberty's 4. Starts a week from Friday here at home.
First we'll get to host the first round.
Get to host the first round, but unfortunately that second round game, if we get to second round, we got to go on the road. So that's why we wanted the number one seed. The number one seed gets to stay at home for several rounds, but you got to play the hand that's been dealt. So you got to play that. So just got to go play it one game at a time, and it'll all begin a week from Friday. Okay. It should be fun. Be interesting who comes into Wayne County's. Will be Mary Persons will be Upson Lee. Like I said, the tennis teams are playing today at home, 1 o'clock. The boys have Mary Persons, the girls have Upson Lee. That's the region you flip over with. So same thing in soccer, same thing in everything. So same thing in baseball. So we'll try to see who's 1, 2, 3, 4 on the other side and see who's coming on Howard Belmore a week from Friday.
Okay.
But begins a week from Friday.
All the playoffs begin. Spring sports, do you know anything?
Yeah. One at a time. Junior senior prom, I understand, went well. Everybody had a good time, so that's good. Didn't hear anything bad, so that's good.
That's good. When you hear nothing bad, that's good.
That's right. No news is good news. But I checked over the weekend. They said they didn't have any incidents. Everything went fine, so everybody had a good time, so that's good.
Okay.
Good to know.
Okay. Any meetings or anything going on this week for Wayne County?
The city meets tomorrow. They've got a meeting tomorrow night. Got a work session at 5 and a regular meeting at 7. couple of stories that we're working on, most of the Boys and Girls Club close to naming who's going to be the new director of that. Also, the Chambers close to picking their new chamber director. I think they announced it. The post-legislative forum was Francis's last official act at the chamber. So, like I said, she's in campaign mode. So they're close to naming somebody to succeed over there at the chamber. So
now, is she going to stay there?
No.
Or is she going to just move on to campaign?
I think she's moving on to campaign because they said that was her last official act at the post-legislative forum.
Chamber's going to miss her. Yeah, she's done a great job there.
But they're close to naming who the new chamber director is. So
okay,
following that story.
All right, so soon we're going to have that new chamber
director, have a new Boys and Girls Club director. So those two announcements are supposed to come soon. We're here. So
okay, do we know how soon? Real soon? Like this week soon?
Could be. I haven't got to this. I just know they told me those decisions are close to being made, so we're following this, waiting for those announcements.
Okay.
Two big positions in the county. It's a tough job, the chamber. It's an important position. So
very important decision, and I know the board there will make the right decision for the chamber members. Always a big decision. I know I had to go through it when I was there, years and years ago. All right, so all that's going on this week, and this coming weekend is going to be the classic car show in downtown Jessup. That's always a lot of fun, Bob.
Yeah, good event. And I said a lot of money raised for charities. All the money raised goes to charities here locally, so that's always a good thing. But you got that going on. You got the canoe kayak excursion going on. You've got the boat races out at Lake Grace going on. So a lot going on this weekend for sure.
And the long-range weather forecast says mostly sunny skies on Saturday with a high near 81. Friday's kind of iffy right now, but right now Saturday's looking pretty good. But this is still several days away. You don't know. But right now it's looking pretty good. And for all those events on Saturday, it'd be good to have that good-looking day. For the boat races at Lake Grace, which is a 3-day affair, I think, and then the classic car show on Saturday in downtown Jessup, and the canoeing, the river run there on the Alamo River on Saturday.
Right.
So hopefully the river will continue to fall the rest of the week, so it gets on down a little bit. It's at 10.8 right now and falling. So hopefully by Saturday it'll be down even a little further. Because the way it's going right now, all you have to do is just put your canoe or kayak in the river and just get it started. There you go. You wouldn't even have to paddle. There it goes. Because that is one fast flowing river out there. That Omaha is, especially when it's this high. You ever been out in when it's really been? I mean, you got to dig your feet in to stand in one position, even when it's about 3 feet or 2 feet or level. So when it's down there at 3 or 4 feet, you got to dig your feet in. Put up the Carter's Bight and go off the big beach there and get out there and stand out there. And you got to dig in, Bob. I mean, you really got to dig in to stand in one spot. If not, you'll be down the river there. So that's when it's low, more or less when it's high. So that is a fast flowing river. But you don't go on the river too much, do you?
I like dry land.
Yeah. So you wouldn't go out there, Bob?
No.
Yeah.
Not my cup of tea.
Did you ever have a tragedy on the river or on the ocean or somewhere with this feeling you have about water? Did you have a tragedy as a kid or something like that?
I just stay on dry land.
Okay, I didn't know if there was something, that little Bobby went through when he was a kid that got him scared of being on the water all the time. Those things happen. Yeah, it's supposed to be right at about 9.1 or 2 feet come Saturday. So come Saturday, it'll be right at around 9 feet. So that's good. It's going to be dropped on down to about 9 feet time Saturday gets here. Unless something major changes, which I doubt it, but that's projection to go from where we are right now at 10.8 down to about 9.2, somewhere in that area on Saturday. So that'll be good for the kayakers and also the canoers out there and all the folks involved with the Omaha River Run. And if you want to be part of that, tourism board's putting that on, right?
Right, that's the number.
We call the tourism office here in Jessup to get information on that. You got Omaha outfitters here that you can rent a kayak or a canoe from and get all the stuff you need to outfit yourself with if you'd like to be part of that. They'll have safety boats along the way, power boats along the way in case something happens to somebody or they cramp up or whatever the case may be. You can get on one of those boats and and get taken to safety then.
Registration forms available at the train depot, also at Odom City Hall and Scranton City Hall, or online at the website waytourism.com.
So it is Wayne Tourism. Wayne Tourism is doing this. Okay. Also,
again, register early because it's $20 before the event, $25 the day of the event, so you can save yourself some money if you qualify early.
Mm-hmm. Temperature is going to be about 80 degrees that day, so not going to be too hot, not too cold, so it'll be just fine out there in the river.
And then the powerboat races get underway at 11 a.m. each morning, Friday through Sunday. So Thursday's test and tune-up day. So again, they remind people that the lake's going to be closed to the public for this event, so keep that in mind.
Thursday through Sunday, you won't be able to get on Lake Grace. But they'll see these powerboats, man. They're something else, Bob. They are something else.
And Prime South Bank has their appreciation luncheon today. It's from 11 to 2 for all their customers, so they want to remind people about that.
So Appreciation Day today?
Yeah, it's Customer Appreciation Day at all 4 branches, so from 11 to 2 at Prime South Bank here in Jessup. They asked you to come by for a free lunch and also register for some door prizes, so that's from 11 to 2 at Prime South Bank.
Okay, well, West Cherry Street here in Jessup. You're about to get that free lunch. All right, any other words of wisdom this morning, Bob?
That's it.
All right, have a good day. World famous Butch and Bob Show brought to you by Parker Insurance and Realty, located on Macon Street in downtown Jessup across from Heritage Bank, and brought to you by, let's see here, Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear and Jessup Premium Storage out here on the Waycross Highway. It's 8:28 on this Monday morning, 18th day of April, and coming up in just a couple of minutes, one of the latest news from Fox News Radio.
Hi, my name is Garrett Pye. I'm a physical therapist at Smart Physical Therapy. Physical therapy is a conservative approach to a healthy and pain-free living. Here at Smart, you are guaranteed one-on-one time every visit, every day. I, Garrett Pye, specialize in headaches, vertigo, and advanced manual therapy skills to address any soft tissue or joint-related pain. Whether it's your back, neck, knee, foot, ankle, doesn't matter. Come see me, Garrett Pye at Smart Physical Therapy. We are located at 1251 South 1st Street, next door to David Orkey Storage Buildings. Please call Smart Physical Therapy at 912-559-2071 and ask for me, Garrett Pye. Again, the phone number is 912-559-2071. And remember, it's your choice on which facility you choose, so call or come by Smart Physical Therapy today.
Smart Physical Therapy, located in Jessup at 1251 South 1st Street. Give them a call at 912-559-2071.
At 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating, our skilled technicians can help with any air conditioning need. From repairs and tune-ups to installations, we can get you back to being comfortable faster. Call today and get a $59 tune-up.
Always on time, but you don't pay your time.
Limitations and restrictions may apply. Each location is an independently owned and operated franchise of 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating, each licensed respectively in their state or county.
Call your local 1 Hour dealer here in Jessup at 912-559-2912 to schedule now.
Is it the same old routine for lunch?
Yes.
You pay close to $10 for a burger or a taco you really don't want. Well, stop it. Eat a wholesome meal for a change from Sybil's Family Restaurant in Jessup. Sybil's Lunch Buffet. Everything from entrees and veggies to a DIY salad. Real food, good food, fresh food, healthy food. Sybil's Family Restaurant, open for breakfast at 6 and then the lunch and dinner buffets. Friday nights, it's the seafood buffet. Sounds delicious, doesn't it? It is. Make Sybil's Family Restaurant in Jessup a part of your day today. North 1st Street in Jessup.
It is 8:30, WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jessup. Let's check in the latest news from Fox News Radio.
Fox News Radio, I'm Dave Anthony. Could this be a 4-4 case at the shorthanded Supreme Court? President Obama wants the justices to lift lower court orders to put on hold controversial executive orders shielding millions of illegal immigrants. Fox's Rachel Sutherland live in Washington.
Dave, Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton claims that President Obama's executive actions on immigration will cost his and more than 24 other states money and valuable resources. And he argues,
we think presidents have a duty to follow Article 2, Section 3 of the Constitution.
White House Press Secretary Josh Earnest says the feds have limited immigration enforcement resources.
We should target those resources at the most dangerous people.
The 8 justices are hearing oral arguments on the case today. The bench is down 1 justice because of the death of Justice Scalia. Dave.
Rachel, Donald Trump keeps railing against the Republican nomination process after Ted Cruz took all 14 Wyoming delegates.
It's a rigged system. It's a crooked system.
Cruz tweeted that Trump's lost 5 straight contests, #no whining. But Trump has a huge lead in the polls before tomorrow's New York primary. Bernie Sanders hopes to pull off a Democrat upset.
We listen to ordinary people, not just wealthy campaign contributors.
Hillary Clinton has had a double-digit lead in New York. They keep searching through rubble looking for earthquake survivors in Japan and Ecuador.
I wish I could be out there and help.
That Florida man has family in Ecuador, where at least 272 people were killed by a quake that collapsed building and damaged roads. Relief supplies are pouring into Japan, where 42 people died in back-to-back quakes last week. More than 30,000 runners getting ready for the Boston Marathon. So are police, 3 years after the deadly bombings at the finish line.
The BPD working with several agencies, including the FBI, keeping an ear to the ground for online chatter regarding possible terror threats locally and overseas, and arranging